People walked all over me for 20 years, like a doormat. Then I learned one people-pleaser psychology trick. The trick was, stop smashing my own face.
You want to know the real reason you keep people-pleasing? Why you let other people walk all over you, like you're some sort of dirty doormat? Here's the harsh truth. You get treated like a doormat because you treat yourself like a doormat. Other people walk all over you because you walk all over yourself. I would know. My face was a doormat for 20 years. I let other people walk all over my face, my body, my money, my time, my health for 20 years. All the pain from people-pleasing stopped when I applied Machiavelli dark psychology, and not to other people, but to myself first. I took Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, and instead of jumping straight to manipulating other people, I first started manipulating the source. Myself. So in this video, I'm going to give you what I always give you. One dark psychology trick to stop people pleasing. All you need is one. Every other listicle of 7 things you can do to stop people pleasing is AI slop. What's the point of 7 tricks? Who is so calm and level-headed that when a coworker or friend starts walking all over them, they instantly go, okay, it's time to apply 7 dark psychology tricks to stop being manipulated. Nobody does that. Nobody can do that. You need one dark psychology tactic that is so effective, so powerful, that you just use it. I have that tactic. I made it myself. I had to make it myself. Nothing else from nobody else was working. This one works. I use it daily. I made it based on Henry Cavill, Bruno Mars, and Brad Pitt. I'm convinced they use this tactic. It's simple, it's quick, all you need to do is get on eBay or go to a flea market. I promise I'll explain it all, but first, you need to understand why this tactic works, why those 3 men use it. So here's another harsh truth. You and me, we were pre-programmed to be NPCs. Civilized society programmed you and me to be doormats. They need the majority of us to be people pleasers. The reason is obvious, and Durden said it best. We work jobs we hate, to buy things we don't need, to impress people we don't like. What's another way to say people pleasing? Impress people we don't like. And why does civilized society want us to impress people we don't like? Because then we work jobs we hate, so we can buy things we don't need. Listen, one of my subscribers commented, why is shadow work so popular right now? Why? Because from childhood, we've been programmed to be NPCs. We've been programmed to do jobs we hate, so we buy shit we don't need to please people we don't like. Shadow work is so popular right now because people are waking up. You are waking up. You are waking up to the reality that we've all been conned, and more important, you want to do something about it. That's why you subscribe to my channel. It's why you hit that bell icon. You want to break free. You want to level up. You want to play the main character you signed up to play. You're sick and tired of playing an NPC, pre-programmed to be a people pleaser. I bet the simulation's programmers even have a label for it, like doormat.pkg or Default Doormat Mode. But here's the insidious part, the fucked up part they keep secret from us. You know how the simulation's programmers coded Default Doormat Mode into us? The answer is what I said at the start of the video. The reason you and I allow people to walk all over us is because we walk all over ourselves first. The reason why people treat you and me like NPCs is because we treat ourselves like NPCs first. I should eat healthy. But this pack of crisps is calling my name.
I should start my own business, but this new game just came out.
You see, an NPC is programmed to treat itself like an NPC. No power character. We were programmed to treat ourselves like we have no power. Therefore, how the hell would you or I, for even a sliver of a second, think we could have power over other people out there when we don't have power over ourselves in here. This is all proven by Carl Jung's shadow work. In fact, I'm living proof. I've spent hundreds of hours this month alone reading Carl Jung, getting to know my shadow self. And it's my shadow self that showed me how poorly I treat myself. I treat myself like I have no power, willpower or otherwise, like I am a no power character. So how do you and I break free? How do you delete your default doormat mode and install your main character mode? First, by understanding main character mode. A main character walks around this giant sandbox simulation, and when a side quest pops up, when someone is like, hey, go chop 20 units of wood for me, the main character says, no, I'm busy hunting dragons, and leaves. A main character picks up an item with a debuff, like garbage food, and goes, no, I need my stats pristine to hunt dragons, and leaves. Listen, it's very simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. Main character mode is about treating yourself like a main character. Stop treating yourself like an NPC. But I hear you say, great, good advice. That's like telling a depressed person to just stop feeling like shit. Hey, I get it. Just telling myself to stop being an NPC didn't do jack shit. I had to invent a method. I had to do something that works. So I did. I spent another 40 hours reading the biographies of Henry Cavill, Brad Pitt, Bruno Mars, and a dozen more people that you and I would label main characters. Here's the hidden little secret I found. All those men, they started playing this simulation as NPCs. They started this playthrough without any power, just like us. So how did they delete their NPC programming and install some main character energy? They use dark psychology, specifically the dark psychology I've started digging into and sharing with you here on my channel. I believe here and here that those three men and hundreds more through history use dark psychology tactics to achieve wealth and power. And one of the most powerful tactics they used is this. Look close at their pictures. They are wearing a ring on their pinky. Now, when I'm stressed and I reach for that bag of crisps, I catch a glimpse of that ring on my finger and I stop. I'm not an NPC. I'm a main character. I don't want debuffs. I want my body to be fit for battle. Now, when my boss sends me an email asking me to work late again, and my people-pleasing fingers want to write to him saying, sure, no problem, I catch a glimpse of that ring on my finger and I stop. I rewrite my email. I tell him, no, I have plans this weekend. I will work on Monday. I prove the power of this one tactic in a deep dive about villain mode. Essentially, wearing a ring on your pinky is subconscious reprogramming. That specific finger is directly linked to your identity. It signals to people that you are someone important, but even more critical, it signals to yourself, to your subconscious, that you are someone important. It reminds and reaffirms that you are a main character. As soon as I discovered this dark psychology tactic, I tested it. I went to a local flea market and bought this pinky ring for $5. I wore it every day this whole week. This is the one method that works. This is the dark psychology tactic I promised you at the start of this video, and now I am telling you, try it. Get on eBay or go to a garage sale or flea market, buy a ring, any ring. It doesn't need to be fancy or cost a fortune. I spent $5 on this one and bought it because someone welded a French coin onto it. The welding is garbage. The coin isn't worth anything special. It's from 1998 and worth nothing by itself. But when I saw it, I knew it was the one. What's that French motto, huh? Liberté, égalité, fraternité. Hey. Well, no, that's Italian. I mean, the words are French, but the accent is like Boston or something. Anyway, this motto, this French motto, symbolizes the revolution and freedom. And it's perfect. In my life, right now, I'm seeking freedom. I have a revolution going against my NPC pre-programming. So every day when I put on this ring, my subconscious locks into main character mode. I lock into my main quest, which is a revolution against my NPC self. I feel freedom, the liberté, to live the main character life I always wanted to live. I'm telling you, right here, right now, get yourself a pinky ring. Wear it during the day. Let it remind you in those random moments of pressure, when you want to be a people pleaser, when you want to give in to cheap dopamine. Catch a glimpse of that out of the corner of your eye and let it remind you that it's time. It's time to delete all that pre-programming enslaving you as an NPC. It's time you use dark psychology on yourself. It's time to install main character mode and play this game the way you always wanted to play it, with the wealth and the power that you deserve.